So, first of all, what motivated you to create a documentary specifically aimed at young audiences?
Well, it was a coincidence because I usually make different kind of films, and this is actually my first film for young audiences. And I'm really, really glad I did it because it's a new experience for me, and it kind of intrigued me to make more films like this. I just had a lot of material, and so I made another version for young audiences. That was the motivation was just that I thought there's a potential in the material. I didn't plan it in the beginning.
Okay, and second question for me, what challenges come with filming real people or real environments compared to scripted content?
Oof, yes, hard question. Because we are all, responsible in a way, because these are real lives and they have to continue living their normal lives. My responsibility is not to change their life, and so I was very, very cautious when I came to the mountain not to make a mess, not to try to change the boys, not to try to tell them, this is what you should do, influencing that. I was really trying to leave it as clean as when I arrived, because they let me into their home. This is their mountain, and I really respect that they let me close and I could make this film. And so for me, it was very important not to mess it up, not to change, not to influence, not to, give them advices. And that was hard for the crew and me, not to, to try to be neutral most of the time.
Okay, and my friend will ask you a third question here.
How do you balance being educational with keeping the documentary engaging for young people?
Whew, this is very hard. I wish I would get more prepared for this question. Educational is hard because I think, I don't like when films for children are too trying to save them, trying to protect them, because the real life and the social media life is not really saving you from anything. So I think it's very, very hard to understand what is educational and what is honest. And for me, being honest is the most important. And because I think that you feel if I'm lying to you immediately. And if I'm protecting that you are smaller than you are, pretending that you are, smaller, you don't like that. So I try to really just be me. And try to not harm you. That's the best I can do. And I have my kids as well to kind of give me, if I try to be too educational or too smart, they tell me, because they're honest.
And how did you feel about being a part of this movie?
It was actually great. I had a lot of fun with being in the studio for 11 hours. It was pretty much like a lot of work. You have to be concentrated and know what's happening in the film to understand what you're talking.
Okay, this was our questions, and thank you really much for answering with such honesty.
Thank
that
you.
was from that. That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Great.